Good morning everyone, it's Tuesday 5th May 2020. Year 2 Maths, Fractions, find a third. Please pause the video and make sure you have your workbook and a pencil. Please download the sheet from Class Charts, Fractions, find a third. Please also make sure you have either 20 pieces of Lego or 20 buttons or 20 coins handy. Write the short date at the top of the page, 5.5.20. Write the LI, find a third. Once you've finished your work, please send a photo of your work at year2@grange.harrow.sch.uk. We're going to look at this part of the knowledge organizer where it says a third. What is a third? It's a whole split into 3 equal parts. Now you can see that the circle has been split into 3 equal parts and 1/3 of it's been shaded in. We've got 6 penguins here and 2 of them have been circled in. As we can say, 1/3 of 6 equals 2. Let's look at the key vocabulary. Please repeat it after me. Whole, part, equal, third or 1/3, denominator, numerator. Finding 1/3. We share equally into 2 equal parts to find a half. And we share equally into 4 equal parts to find 1/4. What do you think we need to share equally into to find 1/3? Have a look at the 1/3 fraction. 1/3. That's right. You need to share into 3 equal parts to find 1/3. Here are 9 butterflies. Share them equally between the 3 flowers so that the same number is on each flower. How many butterflies are on each flower? Please have a go at it. Let's see. So how many butterflies on each flower? That's right. Each flower has 3 butterflies. So 1/3 of 9 is 3. This is how you write as a statement. 1/3 of 9 equals 3. Try another one. This time there are 12 butterflies. If you share them equally between 3 flowers, how many butterflies will be on each flower? Please have a go at it. Right, let's see. So how many butterflies are on each flower this time? That's right. Each flower has 4 butterflies. So 1/3 of 12 is 4. 1/3 of 12 equals 4. We're going to look at a video which is part of the White Rose scheme that the school follow. Pause the video and please make sure you have downloaded the worksheets from Class Charts, as the video is going to ask you to complete some questions. Please also make sure you have 20 pieces of Lego or buttons or coins. This is what the worksheet looks like.
Welcome back. Finding a third today. But first, our flashback 4. 1 question from the last couple of days, 1 from this week, and then 2 questions from last term. And don't forget to write the time that's on the clock. In this first question, what is 1/4 of 20? Why not get 20 somethings? I might get 20 buses that I could use to help me find a quarter, or 20 colouring pencils. Pause the video now and have a go at those questions. How did you get on? What is 1/4 of 20? 1/4 of 20 is 5. You have to write that in words. Tricky one with that I sound. Well, not a tricky word, a difficult word to write. The second one, true or false? Half of this triangle is shaded. That's false, isn't it? We know we need 2 equal parts to find a half. Draw a rectangle, that's a really nice one. Many rectangles we could have drawn, an infinite amount of rectangles we could have drawn. I really like the non-standard rectangles that maybe go diagonally across your page. And then number 4, what is the next number in the sequence? We're adding 5 each time, starting at 25, 30, 35, and 40. Okay, on to finding a third. I have a chocolate bar here, and this is the whole chocolate bar. Have a look at that. It's got 9 squares. And then I have a bar model. That 9 above the brace shows that the value of my whole is 9. So the bar model is worth 9. And then you can see that my bar model has been split into 3 equal pieces. Let's have a look. What's the same and what's different about the 2 bars? Yes, that's right. You can't eat a bar model, but you can eat a whole chocolate bar. Maybe not all in one go. Maybe you'd have to break it into thirds first. And if you were to break it into thirds, how many squares of chocolate would be in each third? Well, I can slide my chocolate bar down behind my bar model, and I can see that there are 3 squares of chocolate in each third. So 1/3 of 9 is 3. Pause here and have a go at question 1. Dexter and Ron are circling 1/3 of a group of objects. They very cleverly think to themselves, what is the whole? Because that's the key piece of information, isn't it? What is the whole? Dexter has got 9 octopuses, that's his whole, and Ron has got 9 fish, that's his whole. So in this case, 9 is the whole. Have a look at what Dexter does and what Ron does. Have they found 1/3 of their whole successfully? So Dexter, he's thinking about the bar model, so he split his octopuses into 3 columns. And then he's circling that middle column. So he split his octopuses into 3 equal parts, and then he's circling 1 of those equal parts. Ron is doing something different. He's counting his fish. So he's counted 1, 2, 3, and he's circling that one. Then he's counting 1, 2, 3, and he's circling that third one. And then he's counting 1, 2, 3, and he's circling that one. So Ron is circling every 3rd fish to find a 3rd. That's funny, isn't it? Have they been successful? Yes, they both have. Both children know that 1/3 of 9 is 3. They've both circled either 3 octopuses or 3 fish. They did it in different ways, though. Both are correct. Whose way was more efficient? Yes, I think Dexter's way was more efficient. Pause here. Have a go at questions 2, 3, and 4 and try to think about being as efficient as you can. Dexter and Ron have got some buns this time. There are their buns, 12 buns. You could do this at home, and you don't necessarily need buns. You might have buns, but you could do this with Lego, or with counters, or with anything that you've got 12 of at home. Dexter would like 1/2 of the buns. That's how we write 1/2. Ron would like 1/3 of the buns. That's how we write 1/3. Can That tells us how many equal parts we've got to split our whole up into. Okay. Dexter. Dexter says, the whole is 12 because there are 12 buns. Have you got 12 buns or 12 somethings? What are you going to do to find a half? Dexter splits the 12 buns down the middle. You can now see he's got 6 buns on one side and 6 buns on the other side. Half of 12 buns is 6 buns. Half of 12 is equal to 6. Well done, Dexter. What about Ron? Here's Ron's 12 buns, and he says, the whole is 12 because there are 12 buns. Well done, Ron, identifying the whole. He then splits his 12 buns into 3 equal groups this time, just like that bar model. And he now knows one of those groups has 4 buns, and 1/3 of 12 is equal to 4. So Dexter split his into 2 equal groups, and then he looked at one of those groups, and Ron split his into 3 equal groups, and looked at one of those groups. Pause the video here and have a go at questions 5 and 6. Remember, you can still use your buns or your Lego or anything you've got at home to help you with these questions.
Once you have finished your work, please send a photo of your work at year2@grange.harrow.sch.uk. Thank you.